We're just hours away from what is likely to be the largest IPO in history, at least for right now. Elon Musk's SpaceX will begin trading tomorrow when markets open. The price set, you see it here, at $135 per share, giving SpaceX a valuation of $1.7 trillion. You heard me right. $1.77 trillion. I want to bring in NBC's Allie Canal, who has been closely covering this for us. So, Allie, there's only one question here, right? And that is, should people get in early on this stock, or should they wait and see where it's traded throughout the day?
Well, Tom, it really depends on your risk tolerance. Supporters of this company say you really have to believe in the AI story. I spoke with one private investor who told me SpaceX is more than just a rocket company. They have satellite exposure through their Starlink internet service. They want to send humans to Mars one day. They want to build AI data centers in space. And that's all well and good, but critics point out that this company is still not profitable. It generated about $19 billion in revenue last year. Because of that, analysts at Morningstar say that SpaceX should be valued closer to $780 billion. That's less than half of its IPO valuation. So the debate really comes down to, if you're an investor, do you believe in the story? Do you believe in the future potential? Or do you want to sit back and wait a little bit? And I will say that when companies go to market, they're usually very volatile in that first few weeks of trading. So that's something to keep an eye on as well.
Yeah, and even if you don't buy it, right, your 401k may be affected by it. Explain that to our viewers.
Yeah, so there are new rules for a lot of these exchanges. So the New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ, and it actually makes it a lot easier for these new publicly traded companies to be part of passive index funds. So think your S&P 500, your NASDAQ 100. And that's what a lot of investors have these days. They just sit back, they watch their money grow in these retirement accounts, in their 401k accounts. So even if you're not actively going out and purchasing this IPO, it's very likely that pretty soon you could have some sort of piece of this company within those index funds. And again, there's debate there too, right? Whether or not a company of this magnitude at such a high valuation that's still unprofitable, whether that should be in these index funds. Typically in the past, it took a bit longer for companies to enter into passive index funds. They'd have to be on the market a little bit longer, and they'd have to be seen as pretty stable bellwethers. Obviously, when you talk about a company with a $2 trillion valuation that's not profitable, but is part of that AI story, it's up for debate on whether or not that's a good thing or maybe a more risky thing for some of those investors out there.
Yeah, and then before you go, this move, it could make Elon Musk the world's first trillionaire once SpaceX goes public. You can see why in this graphic. It's because Musk is also the CEO of Tesla, which has already gone public, and SpaceX itself, which is massive and includes Starlink, XAI, and X, formerly Twitter. All of these companies sort of feed off each other. So with this IPO, how will SpaceX stack up against some of the other large companies in the world, including Apple, a $1 trillion company in itself?
I mean, it's going to be joining a pretty impressive league here. And I want to stress that this is day one of trading. It took many of these companies years in order to reach some of these valuations. So if you take a look at the world's largest companies there, it's remarkable that SpaceX on day one, it could be overtaking things like Tesla. That's another Elon Musk company. Meta is not even on this list. So SpaceX would be over that. And then it only trails NVIDIA, Alphabet, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon. It just shows how much investors are willing to pay for companies that they believe are at the center of major themes like artificial intelligence. But ultimately, we'll have to see what investors think once those shares start trading tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll have much more to talk about tomorrow. Allie Canal, great to see you. We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.